Fox 3, spinning over.
Attack flare.
Welcome back, everybody. I am excited to get back into the campaign. I'm a part of 4 ship. We are Weaseling today. 1 and 2 are going to be the hunters with harms. I am number 3 and number 4. We are killers. We are going in low level with 1 AGM-65D and 1 can of CBU. I'm excited about this mission. This mission is going to be a lot of fun. We got to sneak in low level to an SA-10. Let's get on it. Close canopy, set the lights. Go through all the fun stuff. Canopy's coming down. Set up the lights. Since I'm number 3, I will put my tail to number 3. C and I to backup. EPU off. Main bat power. Set park and brake. And...
Hey Chief, how do you hear me? Loud and clear, sir. How me? Loud and clear.
Spacebar when I'm ready to start my engines.
Alright, Chief, chocks in place, fire guard. Clear forward and aft, ready for start 2. Clear fore and aft, all clear for start 2.
Okay. Start 2. I am watching engine percentage. Once it stabilizes around 20, I will advance the throttles past the gate. Just waiting on it. There we go. Stabilized. Advance. Percentage is coming up. F-tit's coming up. Watching oil pressure and the nozzle. There's oil pressure, there's the nozzle. Good deal. Adjust my seat now that the engines are on. Reset master caution light. Probe heat test, fire test, lights
Good
test.
start down here, sir. 6 screen.
Good deal.
Copy, Chief. Good start up here as well.
Fire test, light test. Everything looks good. C&I UFC. Turn on the HUD and everything else. ADI uncage. There we go.
Contact, you have information Delta.
Checking the
Roving
altimeter.
enemy information Delta. 0815 Zulu. Wind 250 at 10 knots. Visibility greater than 10 miles. Ceiling 6,000 scattered. 17,000 scattered. Temperature -8. Dew point -10. Altimeter 2986. Departure runway 21. Arrival runway 21. Visual approaches in use. Advise on initial contact, you have information Delta. Roving enemy
Information Delta. Nope, looks like we got some F-15s heading out. Like I said, it's a big strike package on this mission. Let's see here. ADI uncage. Check fuel. Fuel 12,000. EPU is off. Oxygen set to PBG. And EPU. Spacebar.
Alright, Chief, all my lights check good. EPU off, oxygen at 100%. No lights, clear to remove the EPU pin. Copy. All clear for run-up.
Alright. Alright, holding the brakes. Engine 85.
Alright, running up.
Check no lights. EPU switch norm. Close the guard. Press and hold EPU gen switch and check the run light on for 5 seconds. There it is. Throttle back.
Alright, Chief, EPU checks good. Clear to check for flow. No flow.
Park and brake. Space bar for the SEC check. Park and brake is set.
Alright, ready for sec. Speed brakes and flight controls clear. Sec, speed brakes and flight controls all clear.
And engine cont to sec.
Nozzle closed, clear for run-up.
Okay. SEC light on. It is. Master light on is. Master light is on. Snap mill. Check nozzles remain closed in good response. And checking the nozzle. Snap mill.
Run up.
Remain closed. Good response. Back to pry.
Alright, sec check good. Back to pry.
Check
Nozzle open.
Check the nozzles open. Parking. Set the parking brake again. Speed brake test. Open.
Speed brakes open.
Command close.
Speed brakes closed.
Flight controls, 10 seconds to warm them up. Flickus reset DBU on and off. Flickus reset. There we go. Spacebar, Flickus bit.
Clear for bit. Clear bit.
And we will start the Flickus bit test, and while it's running, align the INS. Bit test is running. INS. Accept all the parameters. Oh yeah, there goes the Eagles. Alright, while the bit test is running, I'm going to hurry up and align my helmet mounted display.
Alright, Chief, bit pass. Ready for trim check? Ready for trim.
Aligning the top cross. There we go. And align the bottom for the roll axis. There we go. Alright, those are there. Trim AP. Disconnect to disconnect. Hang on, let me turn off my helmet map display. Come on.
Alright, disconnected. Check no movement. No movement.
Okay, now I got to move all the trim.
Connected.
Back to normal, and then move all the trim.
Roll left. Roll right. Rudder right. Rudder left. Nose up. Nose down.
Okay.
Ready for big movements. Clear big.
Flick us, reset DBU off. DBU is off. Here we go, nose up,
Nose up.
nose down.
Nose down.
Manual pitch override.
Kick.
Roll left.
Roll left. Roll right.
Rudder.
Rudder left. Rudder right.
There we go. DBU on.
DBU still clear. Clear.
Alright, nose up.
Nose up. Nose
Yeah.
down. Kick.
Override. Left.
Roll left. Roll right. Rudder left. Rudder right.
Alright, DBU off and flick us reset. There we go. Parking brake. 2 anti-skid. Spacebar for the brake test.
Okay, brakes on the left when you're ready. Ready, left brake. Channel 1. Movement. No movement. And channel 2. Movement. No movement.
Alright, that's the left side.
Okay, brakes on the right when you're ready. Ready, right.
Channel 2 still.
Channel 2. Movement. No movement. Channel 1. Movement. No movement.
Alright.
Hey Chief, let's check the AR door. Copy. Ready for AR door.
Oh, this is a different one. Since I'm air refueling.
Door open, lights on. Door closed, lights off.
Good deal. I got a good jet. Good job, Chief.
Alright, Chief, parking brake set. Everything looks great up here. You're cleared off. Copy that, sir. Have a safe flight and see you up front shortly.
We will be doing the U.S. Air Force refueling procedures, which I don't know, but there is a nice write-up in the docs for what you're supposed to do. From what I understand, 1 and 2 left wing, 3 and 4 right wing of the tanker, and then 1 will refuel, then I will go refuel number 3, and then number 2, and then number 4, and then we go back into the same positions. That's from what I understand. We'll see what happens. Hopefully there's no collision. I don't know if it's just me, but the campaign seems to take a little while for my F-16 to load in while I'm sitting here in VR. So, kind of got a little bit behind the curve, but I've caught back up other than getting the Mickey, which isn't a big deal. And my align is flashing, so that means I have aligned the INS. Just double checking. Nav. Alright, now we are all set. Waiting, got 2 minutes left until check-in.
Weasels, 7-1, check in on uniform. 2, 3, 4, on Victor. 2,
3.
3, 4. Weasels, push 2 on Victor. Weasel 7-1 check. 2, 3, 4. Rovaniemi ground. Weasel 7 flight of 4 F-16s at ramp Foxtrot, ready to taxi with Delta.
Weasel 7, Rovaniemi ground. Roger, Delta is correct. Cleared via Rotko 3 Alpha. Climb via SID. Walk 2741 sequential. Radar will be on 129.9.
Squawk 2741, radar 129.9, Weasel 7.
Weasel 7, read back correct. Taxi to runway 21 via Kilo, Juliet, Charlie, Tango, Echo. Contact tower holding short.
Taxi runway 21 via Kilo, Juliet, Charlie, Tango, Echo, tower short, Weasel 7.
There's number 1, waiting for number 2 to start rolling. There he goes. And I will start rolling. They sure like giving us runway 21 here. That's alright, it keeps it familiar. So the briefing said it is very important.
Weasel 7, cleared to cross the active.
Weasel 7.
The briefing said it is very important to be on speed and on time. So I'm going to have to, so it told me to do 480 knots while I'm at treetop level, head to the target area. That way it can, we can synchronize the attack. We're attacking an airfield is what we're doing. The main objective is the airfield. Our mission is the SAM site. Tomahawks will be flying in to hit the airfield while we are ingressing to... Hey, it said it was clear, go. While we are ingressing to the target area. I did see a C-130 taking off while I was loading in. That was cool. And then the Strike Eagles taking off. That was cool. We're just taxiing to runway 21, and we will stop per usual up here at the arm area. Nice bright day today. I can see them down there already. So I got all my lights on to taxi. These guys, the AI don't have their wingtip lights on. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to. At least at the airfield until we go dark when we fence in. So I'm going to keep mine on. So we take off on the departure. I forget what it's called. And after we leave the departure, we are going straight to the tanker orange track, which is steer point 4 is the orange track, 20,000 feet. Texaco 74 X-ray, I already got that set up. And we will refuel first and then head into the target area. Once we get to the Marshall point, we will be waiting for Chainsaw, which is the AWACS, to be calling us in to push via the keyword of shotgun, I believe I said. Should be on my paperwork somewhere. I think it's 45 minutes from now is our push time at 1300 Zulu. There we go. 2 feet for a tire check. Set the park and brake, raise your hands. There we go. Double check, seats armed. Shut the radar down. Channel 3.
Weasel 7-1 check. 2, 3, 4. Roving enemy tower, Weasel 7 flight at Echo, ready for departure.
Weasel 7, Kola enemy tower, winds 250 at 11 knots. Clear to take off runway 21. Contact Rovaniemi radar when airborne.
Weasel 7-1, clear for takeoff, runway 21. Flight, go channel 4.
Switch to channel 4. Here we go. Once I cross the
Weasel 7-1 check. 2, 3, 4.
Alright, once I cross the hold short line, the landing lights are coming on.
Weasel 7-1 rolling.
Who's rolling?
Three's rolling.
3's rolling.
Small crosswind.
Four's rolling.
Four's wheels up. Proving enemy radar, Weasel 7 flight of 4 F-16s passing 2,000 feet for flight level 110, Mach 3 Alpha.
Weasel 7, radar contact.
I'm just gonna stick with them instead of heading to the steer point. Make sure I don't get too far behind and have to chase them, since it's a really nice clear day. I suspect what's about to happen is I'm going to lose sight of the flight lead. Because of the clouds. It doesn't tell me what formation I'm supposed to be in on the way up there, so I'm just gonna do a fingertip, a finger 4. We got fuel to burn, so we're heading to the tanker anyway, so I'm just gonna hit my afterburner so I can catch up a little bit. I don't know what it is, but as soon as they made that turn, these guys just started hauling ass and climbing really hard. Coming up and getting saddled. I'm gonna check number 4. Not there just yet. Scoot up a little bit. I'm trying to keep the same distance that number 2 has with number 1. Makes the formation look better. It's all about looking good, am I right? Currently heading out away from the airfield. We should be checking in with Chainsaw, the AWACS, here soon. There he is. Hope everybody's doing well. Just concentrating on my flight lead. Slow adjustments on the throttle and on the stick to try to hold position the best I can. Should be releasing us shortly. We got about 5 miles, steer point 3. Could be a slight left turn at steer point 3. Just want to keep an eye on the tracks on my flight.
Weasels 7, clear tactical, monitor guard.
There it is.
Weasel 7 switching. Flight, push uniform 10, Victor 1. Weasels, check Victor. 2.
3.
3. Weasel 7-4, either wake the hell up and join the party, or go the fuck home.
Right.
4. Weasels, check uniform. 2, 3, 4. Chainsaw, Weasel 7 flight on mission number Alpha Tango 3284. 4 F-16s passing Rotko, inbound for the orange track. We have 4 by AGM 88s, 2 by AGM 65s, and 2 by CBU 105s. Checking in as Brett. Weasel 7 Chainsaw, we have 4 good tracks. Picture clean. You're clear to the orange track. Altitude, your discretion. Contact Technical 41 on Amber 1. Weasels pushing Amber 1. Flight, go.
Alright. to look up the freak. Alright. Where's it at? Amber 1 is number 5. Yep. I'm about to lose sight of the lead in the cloud.
Weasel 7-1 check. 2, 3, 4. Texaco 4-1. Weasel 7 is a flight of 4 F-16s 60 miles south of Orange, inbound for gas. Over.
Weasel, Texaco 4-1 is on station at the Orange track at base plus 13, 310 knots, Deccan 74 X-ray.
Weasel 7.
I got the tack in up already. See, how the hell are they hauling ass? And I can I'm full mill here. Can't keep up. It's alright. I'll just burn it. I'm not paying for gas. Fuel state 9.9. Get set up to take on my fuel. Every time I refuel in the air in the F-16, I always put my bingo page
Weasel 7, Judy.
right up here on the HUD. Let's see here, just taking a look at all my stuff. Here is Joker fuel is 4.0. I was already on the page. 4,000 is my Joker number.
Texaco 4-1, Badger 3 is complete, switching to mission freak. Texaco copies, good hunting out there.
Just getting resaddled. Got 28 miles for the tanker. I think that's the tanker over there. Got to be the tanker right there. Yep. $18 miles. Alright, this is going to be very interesting, trying not to get hit by one of these guys when we intercept the tanker, so I'm going to kind of give him a wide berth here. Looks like it's going to be a left intercept, which is better than if he's got a crank right, because he'll turn right in front of me. Check and make sure number 4 is still awake. We got to do a low level in to the target area. Number 4 better stay awake. Alright, looks like tanker's turning toward us. It's another flight up ahead that left the tanker. Man, look at this timing with the tanker. I wish I could do that good. Getting the timings down. Hey boss, we're passing the tanker. Alright. We passed him. Hello. Whatever, I'm following my flight lead. Just doing what he's doing.
Weasel 7, visual.
Behind us?
Weasel 7, cleared joint.
Copy. Weasels, check switch is safe and nose cold. 1 and 2 will join on the left side, 3 and 4 on the right.
Drop the nose down so I don't hit the lead. Watching out for the flight lead. There they are. We are joining on the right side of the tanker. Oh, there's the tanker. Coming up over us. There he is. Alright, I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna stick with the lead. I'm just gonna go get in my positions. This guy's all over the place. Alright. I think he said he's doing 310 knots. Let's go ahead and remove him as a primary data link track. It's not going to get accurate updates anyway because we're right next to him. Plus, I got eyes on. Observation position on the tanker's right wing. That's where I'm heading to right now. A mile and a half behind him. Slowly inching forward. Don't want to go too fast and just blow right past him. Patience is the key. Although it's really tough sometimes. Like right now, I know I'm getting closer because I got his tachyon up, but it don't look like it. So that's a lot of times I get myself into trouble. Is that don't look like it, so I just firewall the throttles to get up there faster, and then next thing you know, I'm blowing right past him. That 8.9er on the gas.
Weasel 7-1, clear to start.
Weasel 7-1, ready for contact.
Clear contact. Contact. Good flow.
Let's hope when I connect to the tanker, I'll get good flow this time and not have a problem. I have to back off and then come back in.
Weasel 7-1, disconnect.
You didn't get any gas. Use built-in radio menu once complete. Rejoin force ring, then press spacebar. Okay.
Texaco 413. Request rejoin. 3. Texaco 4-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,000 at 300.
Alright. Coming over. Open my fuel door. Get up to the pre-contact position, then I will call pre-contact.
Ready, pre-contact. Clear contact.
Probably going to be quiet here for a little bit because I'm concentrating in this turn. They didn't tell me how much fuel to take, so I'm just going to fill up or just keep going until they tell me to break off.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Maximum focus. Now I can't see the lights, so I'm just gonna have to judge my distance looking at the aircraft.
Transfer complete.
Alright, cool.
Disconnect.
I don't need to do the obligatory aileron roll like they do. So I'm disconnected. Number 4 is right wing, and then I will hit spacebar.
Weasel 7-3, disconnect. Rejoining right.
There we go. I'll stay over here, and then once he goes in, I will take his position. I will slide to the inside.
Weasel 7-2, ready for contact.
Cleared contact.
Alright. Man, there's some hella winds up here.
Contact. Good flow.
Yeah, keep it coming, baby.
Hey, yo.
Weasel 7-2, disconnect.
Meow. Alright, 4 is going to be coming in, and I will slide over and take his spot.
Weasel 7-4, ready, pre-contact.
Cleared contact. Contact. Good flow.
Once they call chainsaw, I will have to drop down, get on the tree level, stay outside of 30 miles and arc to my IP. Steer point 5.
Weasel 7-4, disconnect.
God damn. Marshal, steer point 5. IP is, my IP is going to be 8.
Texaco 4-1, Weasel 7 is complete. Thanks for the gas. Switching back to Cherry 2.
I think
Our
that's the
pleasure,
AWACS.
sir. Take care of those Russians for us.
Damn right. Cherry 2, yeah.
Weasels, push 10 left. Weasel 7-1 check. 2, 3, 4. Chainsaw, Weasel 7 is refueling complete as fragged. We're inbound for Blue Ridge at base plus 1-3.
Weasel 7, picture clean. Clear to Blue Ridge, climb to base plus 15.
Alright. Steer point 5 is Marshal. No. We need to go to Blue Ridge, steer point 6. Steer point 6. We'll go ahead and shut the lights off.
Chainsaw, there will 1 flight on our way to Blue Ridge. We have 4 by TALD, 6 by 120, and 4 by 9X. Checking in.
Nice.
Devil 1-1, chainsaw. Clear to Blue Ridge, take base plus 13.
Devil 1-1 copies, base plus 13. Chainsaw, Badger 3 is at Blue Ridge at base plus 11. Same picture.
Badger 3, picture is clean.
That's unfortunate. I gotta burn some fuel, but I was at full mill and not catching my flight lead. Heading to Blue Ridge. 63 miles to Blue Ridge. go ahead and get everything powered up and set up.
Weasel 7-1 ops check. One is 28, 32, 11 2. Tank speeding.
Weasel 7-2 is 28, 32, 11 1. Tank speeding.
7-3 is 28, 32, 11 1. Tank speeding.
Weasel 7-4 is 28, 32, 12. Tank speeding.
Not exactly 11.1, I'm at 11.4. Thank you. One mile from the flight lead.
Chainsaw, Level 3, new ship of Hornets, on station. Killbox Alpha Echo 5 and 6. Request picture.
Level 3, chainsaw, roger. Picture clean.
Level 3-1.
Now that I've finally gotten back up here with the flight lead.
Chainsaw, Level 1, Blue Ridge.
Level 1, roger.
Trying to look up on the on my kneeboard pages. I think it said music on, jamming pods on. As soon as we head down, I know there's some jamming aircraft in the area, RC-135s or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Tomahawks to hit. Okay. Split up 1 and 2 south for the harm shots. 3 and 4 north AGM-65 low pop-up. Use the terrain. Devil 1 to release TALDs. Oh. Come on. DMPI targets. AGM-65 flap lid, then finish off the site with the CBU. Alright, I'm gonna get the flap lid with the AGM-65s, and then we'll drop the CBU to finish the site. Egress Roanoke. And then we come back home. Alright, seed push is shotgun call. And as soon as I get down, this doesn't say, but in the briefing I'm pretty sure it said that we are to turn on our jamming pods. It's an EC-130 is the jammer. Oh, that's who took off then. Code word is shotgun. Toxic 51 EC-130. Jammer right behind you, us at 60 miles to the target. We split and go music on. Alright, yep. When we split up, I'll transmit my jamming pod at shotgun call. Alright, full manual. Jamming pod to operate. And it's in transmit mode, so it will always be on, transmitting, just a broadcast of the jamming frequencies, and rather than when stuff tries to lock me, it'll always be jamming. And you do that the same way as you turn on your pod. I'll put it, the button up here on the screen. But that switch right there, I don't like talking when I'm looking down like that because kind of it sounds weird, picks up the mic kind of funny. So this switch right here has to be in the 3rd position for you to do a full transmit. And then your mode switch down there, you have to put that in manual mode. And then once you press one of the countermeasure switch, countermeasure aft or down, I think it is. Once you press that, it will fully transmit your jamming. Now, I don't know if it's modeled in DCS, but you gotta be careful with that. So if you're constantly jamming, it's gonna give the enemy a source to try to lock onto, even though they're gonna kind of know where you're at, basically. I believe. I don't know if it's modeled or not. The longer you leave it on, maybe it's easier for them to lock you up. I don't know. But I do know they can burn through your jam when you get really close. And I am the only one that would dare to use strawberry when I jam. All right, we are 10 miles from Blue Ridge. I don't know what these guys are gonna do.
Weasel 7, Blue Ridge. Chainsaw copies.
I think we gotta just chill here at Blue Ridge, just orbit.
Weasels, fence in. Check cameras on. Let's green it up.
Let's do it.
Two's fenced.
Three is fenced. I'm ready to go.
3's fenced.
4's fenced.
Fuel state 10.9er. I'm going to stick back here a little ways because I don't know what kind of orbit he's going to do. IP is 8 and the 9 is going to be the SA-10 site, steer point 8. IP 9's SA-10 site. Again, it told me not to go direct to the IP. I'm going to have to arc around, stay outside of 30 miles, and I'm going to have to be low. And for the timing, it's going to be 480 knots. Let's pull this up again real fast. Okay. Marshall Point at our assigned blocks. Salvo of Tomahawks is going to be launched from a cruiser in the Gulf
Toxic
of...
5-1 is in position.
Toxic 5-1 is the EC-130.
Chainsaw copies.
When we split, go music on, we will turn north. My 1 and 2 will go to the south. And we will go to treetop level and terrain mask on the ingress. Got it. So we will turn north, go down to treetop level and arc to the north and stay outside of 30 miles until we get to the IP. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to set up steer point 8 is the IP. Turn that to nav because that'll give me a reference of where the IP is. to my aircraft so I can kind of use that as a distance gauge on the arc to get to my IP. We got to do it at treetop level too, so got to be careful. And I got to go in at 480 knots, so I'm going to try my best to maintain that. I'm at 10.6. We're just orbiting, waiting for all the flights to get in, waiting for the Tomahawks to strike, and I am listening for the shotgun call from AWACS. Once he calls the code word, I will head to the north. I don't really care that I know I should care, but I don't really care that the number one is getting ahead of me quite a ways, because I'm going to be at treetop level, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take down that low. So I'm going to try to conserve as much fuel as I can, even though I should be in position with my number one. I'm going to be very close, so I think I might, well, for one, I probably won't need the T-pod.
All players stand by for AO update. Scattered clouds over the target. Altimeter is 2986. Picture clean. Low down. 6 active at Rock 02367. The SA-10 is currently asleep at Rock 02061. It has come online twice in the past 2 hours, but only for a minute. RG also relayed 2 fire cans meeting, 1 near the base and 1 to the west near the town.
Weasel 7 copies. Thank you for the update. Naval 1-1 copies. Thanks. Badger 3-1.
I think we're just orbiting here waiting for everybody to hit the tanker and get to the Marshall point, I'm guessing.
All players, chainsaw. Shotgun. Say again, shotgun.
There we go.
Weasel 7 pushing.
Toxic 5-1 pushing.
There I go.
Everyone pushing.
Transmitting. We are heading down, heading to the north, and I'm diving at the ground. Usually I have that turned off for my radar for the declutter, but I'm going to use my radar altimeter here. Alright, the steer point is that direction. We need to be at a 30-mile arc, so I'm going to head straight at the steer point until 30 miles, and then I'll start arcing around to the IP. I think that's going to be the best bet. And then coming up on 480 knots. I don't want to get too fast.
Take spread.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to dive just yet, but I did, because it told me as soon as the call come out, I'm supposed to dive.
Toxic 5-1, music on.
Alright, music's on.
Altitude.
I don't know where my number 4's at, but whatever. Alright, I'm 80 miles. I'm looking for a 30.
Altitude.
Do a quick seat adjustment. slow speed, speeding up. Want to hold 480, I think. Winds are kind of swirling down here. I'm going to do a quick check on a time on target. Time on target 13:10. Steer point A. Go. I'm a little fast, so I can catch up with my timings. I am 65 miles, time on station, 13:10. Alright. So, go to your cruise page, go to time on station, hit the mode select, and it'll give you a caret on where you need to be flying speed-wise. Get back down low.
Altitude. Altitude.
That gives you a ground speed. So you can go down a couple clicks to hit your ground speed on your HUD. A little behind, pushing it.
All right, Weasels, approaching waypoint 7. 7-3, you're clear to detach. Music on. Push to your assigned IPs and stay as low as you can. There may still be some pop-up shortcut defending the SA-10.
Sorry, sir, I already did.
2 copies, music on.
I'm new here.
3 is pushing IP. 4, go trail. 4.
Stay low. Alright, I'm at 53 miles. To the IP, again, I want to arc. Stay outside of 30 miles from the SAM site. So maybe I should have. 65 miles from the SAM site. So, I'm going to use steer point 9 as my reference.
Outlaws scrambling from 11 course. 2 ship, Rock 08560, tracking west and climbing fast. Their nose on to toxic. Recommend Devil 1, commit.
Yeah, Devil 1, go get some.
Devil 1-1, roger. Break back. Weasel 7-1, heads up. We will drop our peaks on primary now, so you'll be on your own on your run.
Run. Go get him.
Devil Weasel 7-1 copies.
Low. Call me snake shit. Alright, I still got my reference caret. I'm a little ahead of schedule. Let's back off. Told me not to go direct. I'm gonna...
Jason, Devil 1-1 sends honeymoon. Committed outlaws.
I'm going to make sure I stay outside of 30 miles.
That's way too soon. Their ducks will hit before we reach the target. Great. I guess
Toxic 5-1, recommend bug southwest.
Toxic 5-1, roger.
All players, stand awake at Rock 02061.
Alright, SA-10's live.
1's established.
Fuel, 9,000. Still 50 miles. So I should be okay if I start heading toward my IP point. I will just make sure I keep a close eye on my distance to steer point 9, which is the radar site.
Fuse established.
Missions like this is why Punch and I mess around in canyons a lot.
All players, river joint passes. SA-11 active at rock 04038.
SA-11's active.
Great. Weasel 7-3, that's gotta be close to your IP. Stay as low as you can.
Gotcha.
3 copies.
At 140 feet.
711 positive ID on Outlaw Foxhound. Now hostile.
Alright, I'm gonna turn toward my IP for sure.
711, Judy.
I don't know what that Judy call is.
Heads up, Weasel 7 has an SA-8 south of the SA-10 site.
SA-8 south of the 10.
Chainsaw concurs. Poker passes 8 active at rock 190. Correction, 09054.
Still heading at the IP. 38 miles from the radar site. I don't want to get within 30 just yet.
Splash 2 hostiles from Olenogorsk. Devils flexing for offensive counter-ire at Blue Ridge.
Devil 1-1, chainsaw, roger.
Alright, I'm still with it outside of 30 miles. I turned out a little bit, so I'm still kind of
Badger
arcing.
chainsaw, cuff drops. I say again, cuff drops.
Alright.
Badger 3, pushing.
– 36 miles. I'm still arcing to my IP point. Oh, getting too high. Trying to save a little bit of gas. $34 miles to the target, and I'm getting really close to my IP. Three miles to my IP. There we go. Getting ready to pass IP. Command steer point 9.
Weasel 7-3, IP. Turning in to attack. 4, arc east for 30 seconds and follow me.
Alright, here we go.
Roger.
Let's go give them the business, boys.
Weasel 7, in hot to the southwest.
Really worried about making sure I pick up the target.
Pours in from the northwest, walking the dog.
Hey, I don't have one of those.
Here's Roman from the southwest, SA-10.
I want a tote decoy.
Weasel 7, Magnum, SA-8, south.
Okay, 20 miles. I'm gonna pop up probably about 10 miles. or less to take out that SA-10 site. I got to just hit one of the flat lids, so
That's
I really hope I can hit the find the target.
3's inbound, 20 miles.
Just making sure I'm commanded
Weasel 7,
0.9.
Magnum, SA-10, lock 090 for 52.
Get him, boys. 16 miles. I'm not going to pop up at 10. I think that's still too far.
Sam off the ground, missile in the air. Volodygorsk.
1 Sally, defending SA-10. Oh, my Ron's alphabet soup.
13 miles. Just about there. I'm going to take out a radar.
3's popping.
3 coming up.
Weasel 72, Magnum, SA-10.
There's the radar site. Right there. Can't see the freaking radar.
Weasel 72, Magnum, SA-10. 4's popping.
I think that's a flap lid right there.
3 rifle, flap lid, out west.
Got him. CBU 105. Oh,
Altitude. Tap flare.
they're trying to hit me with AAA.
Tap flare. Altitude.
Had some AAA firing at
One
me.
naked. Good kill. Good fucking kill.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna head it back in and drop my 105 on that asshole.
4 rifle, SA-10, out west.
Visual.
Altitude.
SA-8 is up again. Wait, it's on the lake. I'm Winchester Arms.
Tap flare. Altitude.
1 sec. 3-4, he's all yours.
Alright, I dropped my can on that. Alright, I'm gonna have to do B because I just dropped it on it, so it's too late now.
Engage the get-go. I'll finish off what's left of the SA-10 site. Roger.
See where my fuel's at, 7.1. I dropped the can on it. I was really close. I hope it hit. Oh, and I was low, too. It might not have.
Weasel 7-4, engaging get-go. Rock 09054.
So I'm going to have to roll in here short with the gun. Oh, the SA-8. That's what's spiking me.
Altitude.
Come on. Take out that 8. Rolling in with the gun.
Tap flare out.
I think I took some hits.
Tap flare. Altitude.
Oh yeah, they're trying to hit me. Yeah, I think I took some hits. I'm in trouble.
Altitude. Altitude.
Gotta make sure I'm watching my fuel.
Altitude. Altitude.
What do I got going on here?
Bingo. Bingo.
Yep. I might be leaking. I'm gonna have to start heading home. Let's see here. I'm gonna head direct back to Rockco. Yep, Rockco. Hit the wrong button. I need to get up high so I can glide back. Detach. Okay, steer point 7 detach. I missed that earlier. Rockco inbound, steer point 12. Alright, I need to head to steer point 12. I think I took damage. I think I got a leak fuel tank. Alright, let's go ahead and drop off my externals. Get as high as I can because we can glide pretty far with this thing. I don't want to eject over enemy territory. I wish I could call via the radio menu that I got hit, and that would kind of change the scenario and have my number 4 come after me. Cruise page. Steer point 12 is home. According to this, I'll have 1,700 pounds at steer point 12 at the home steer point at this speed. I'm going to climb as high as I freaking can. Alright, turn off my jamming pod. Don't need that. Master arm off. Okay, I'm outbound. 135 miles to the tanker. I might as well just head home. I'm 154 from home base. See how the fuel gauges are split, right there. Looks like I'm losing out of my right tank. Front, aft. Looks like I'm losing the front tank. Engine feed to that from the aft. So right now I'm pulling fuel from the aft tank. If those switches are right, I watch the needles to make sure. Right now I'm just nursing it home. See, that was a problem. I get too focused on the target, and I should have kind of jinked a little bit, I guess you could say. Like increase, decrease altitude, kind of sway, turn left, right, so make myself a little bit more difficult of a target. I think I'm going to make it home just fine. Looks like my return fuel is at 2,100 pounds. I took some hella damage. Alright, I switched my cruise page to home. Put home waypoint as steer point 12. Telling me fuel at arrivals 2,429 pounds. Optimum altitude of 40,000 feet, just over 40,000. So I'm climbing up to my optimum altitude, just a shallow climb, and then I will. I got the reference marker, the reference caret on the speed and altitude, so, and I'll drop my, maybe drop my speed. We'll take a look, and it looks like that switch does work over here, so I'm pulling from the aft tank currently. To kind of get myself back into weight and balance here. So on your fuel tanks, if you see red, you know you got a big imbalance there. So just go ahead and flip your engine feed switches. That one is your aft, that one's your forward. My wing tanks were empty, so I dumped those. Alright, I'm up at my optimum altitude. Now I'm pulling back on the throttle just a tad, keeping a close eye on things. Looks like my nozzle might be broke because my nozzle's closed. Nope, nozzle's good. Just watching all my instruments here just to make sure that there's no, when I'm changing the current situation, like for instance, everything's running fine when I'm at full throttle. I just want to make sure I don't lose any power as I'm throttling down, so I'm throttling down slowly. Should be good. 40 miles. I'll descend once I'm pretty close to the airfield. I'll keep it up high in case I need to glide. I've had that situation before in the A10 in one of my videos where I made it back to base, but as soon as I got back to base and cut the throttle, the engine quit. So I'm gonna plan for that contingency and stay high until I get pretty much over the airfield. Once I get sight on the airfield, then I'll start getting set up for a landing. I'm not going to follow the instrument procedures to get into the airfield. I'm going to simulate I contacted ATC and declared an emergency, and they gave me a straight-in approach for runway 21 back at base. Damn clouds in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and head down. I'm at 14 miles from the base. I don't want to pull too many G's because of the damage to my aircraft. I want to bring the aircraft home in one piece. I'm going to try to take it easy. Okay, showing my speed brakes are open. Looks like number 4 is on my tail. There he is. It would be nice if I could see the airfield. Let's take a look at the... So it's going to be runway 21, 111.70 on the ILS. Again, I don't want to pull too many G's, so I'm just kind of just doing this nice and easy. Alright, there's the airfield. Alright, I got the airfield now. Let's hope I don't have any damaged gear. Alright, there's the airfield. Go ahead and do straight in approach from runway 21. Gears coming. I've got 1,900 pounds. Like I said, I'm just going to do a straight-in approach. Like it's an emergency situation, which it is. Low fuel and lots of damage on the aircraft. Just getting trimmed out. There goes my number 4. Getting all crazy. He needs to get away from me. There he goes. Got a nice crosswind. Turn the ILS off so it stopped beeping in our ear. Three green. That's good. I was worried. Winds are really whipping around here. Make sure I do a nice soft landing because of the damage. There we go. Good deal. I'll flip around on the runway right here and get off. Let's see here. Get off the runway. Channel 2. I guess I could have tuned in the frequency for the airfield, but that's alright. I was too concerned about getting back. Reach the arming area. Nice. We made it back. I'm glad. Cleared off with the salute. Thank you, guys. Oh, shit. Sorry about having the light in your face. Looks like number 4 is getting lined up with the runway. Nice work. Glad we brought it back in one piece. That was kind of dodgy there for a minute after taking that damage. That's pretty gnarly damage that I took. Sorry, crew chief, about, you know, bringing back a jacked up airplane, but at least I brought it back and didn't have to punch out over enemy territory. So you should be happy. Roll forward 2 feet to check the tires and the brakes. There we go.
Welcome back, sir. How do you hear me? Hey, Chief, got you loud and clear. Clear to pin the APU. Copy. All pinned up, clear, shut down.
All right.
All right, shutting down. See you outside, Chief.
Cool. Well, we made it back in one piece. That's good. Well, we're missing pieces, but we're still kind of in one piece. You know what I mean? Hope you guys enjoyed the mission. That was a lot of fun. Love seed missions. If you guys like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe, and it really helps the channel out a lot. I appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys in the next one.